Can you all see my Kali Index OS screen? Just anyone can write it in the chat box. Only one response is enough. Can you see my Kali Linux operating system screen? Yes. Okay, fine. Got it. Unless you need to reboot your system, and then when the time of booting, you need to enable the virtualization option. You need to make changes in the BIOS setup. I'm starting with my Kali. If you wanted to ask something, and you can unmute yourself, and then you can start asking the question. I'll not be comfortable to frequently watching the chat box. Now this is the desktop of Kali Linux operating system, right? Without waiting, we'll start with the practicals. I'll close these browsers. Is my screen is visible for all of you? And someone say yes by unmuting yourself.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now I'm going to use a terminal, and I hope that you might be knowing the basic commands. So this is the terminal of Kali Linux. Now first thing is that I'm going to use, there are a lot of commands. Out of that, I'm going to use ls command, which is stands for list. This is going to show the list of file which is there in the directory. Apart from that, the cd command is the change directory, and if you do the cd again dot, so which will go back, right? But I want to do all my operations in the desktop folder, so cd desktop, and then so this command will navigate me to the folder or directory desktop, right? Now in this desktop, I just wanted to create a file, right? Maybe any simple text file. For that, there are multiple options through which you can create a text file. The first thing is that you can use a VI editor, or you can use a gedit, or you can use a nano editor. Now I'm going to use nano. I'm going to use a super administrator sudo nano, and then file name .text, SAMPATH. Already Sampath's name is there, and I'm going to use a sam.text. So that will not make any confusions. Now this is the command to open a file or open a text file which is named sam.text. Can you understand the command? Sudo is a super user, administrator word, and then nano is the editor which is going to open the file name, which is the text file named as Sampath, Assam, right? It is asking me to the authentication. Now this is what the text file or the nano which is showing the editor page, right? Now here I am going to edit or type something. Once if this typing is done, and what you can you all follow me? Are you all working parallelly? Can anyone give the response through the voice? Are you all following me? I'm expecting your responses. What happened? Can't puzzle OS. What is the reason? Don't you have a laptop, or am I moving little forward, or am I going little fast? What's the reason? Talakazi.
Don't have Linux in my operating system.
Okay, this I think in the last session itself, sir was mentioned that did you got any further prior information, right? You need to have the Linux or Linux, which was mentioned. Sir was also uploaded all the VMware as well as the Linux. Okay, no issues. Those who don't have, and then you pay your attention carefully. And whenever you get a time, and then we will be providing all the resources, VMware resources as well as Kali Linux, and then you can make use of it. Okay, so once if the file editing is done, if I've written something, I wanted to store it. Now that can be done using by Control X. I wanted to exit right from the file editing, and then it is asking me to confirm whether I need to save or not. Right, I need to press yes. Now it is confirming the file name, which is sam.txt. Can you see the screen at the bottom? This is what the text file which I've created. Inside that, I've written a 3-line. Now I'm going to store and then exit from the editor. If I press enter, this will exit from the editor. Now again, so I come back to the command prompt or terminal. Right now I'm going to check ls, again list command. So here, can you see the sam.txt? So this is what the text file which I created. If you want, I can check it again, cat command using sam.txt. I can read the three line of information. This is the file for demonstration of password cracking. Have a great day. All the best. Right? Are you all clear with this point? Yes, I'm getting few information, few responses. And okay, what next is that we are going to secure the file by applying with the password, and then we are going to convert it to the zip, right? For that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use a command. This text file which has to be converted to zip file. For that, this is the command. Zip is the file format. I want to convert into zip file, and minus password. So this is the command, a password command. Whatever the password which I'm going to write followed by the keyboard, so that will be the password. That password will be applied to this file and the zip file, and that is going to be secured with the password. So for example, for demonstration, I am taking a simple password. So for example, TEST. This consists of only the the small alphabets, right? And followed by the name of my zip file, which I could say that secure. I am taking secure.zip. That is the name of the zip file which I want to create. And this is secure.zip is the output file. And what is my input file in which I am going to feed the output? Feed the input are
sam.txt.
yes, good. sam.txt. Once again, I'll repeat the command. Zip is the file extension or file format, output file format, and followed by that minus password is the password which I'm going to apply, and then test is the password. This is the actual password which I'm going to use to secure my file. Or this is my secure is the name of the file, and for the secure folder I'm going to use this password test, right? And so this is the input file sam.txt. If I press enter, I got the completed. Now I can check it again, ls. So here, can you see the file which is secure.zip, which we got in the directory? Can you follow till this part?
Yes, sir.
In case if you face any difficulties or if you are facing any problem in understanding the code or line, right? Please let me know, and then I'll try to repeat the code also, all the procedure also, because this practical is will be interactive as well as this will be more interesting. If you miss something in the middle, again you will be in a confusion. So next, I wanted to make sure that whether my file is protected or not. I'm trying to unzip secure.zip. Now it is asking the password. I'll try to enter the random password, which is not opening. Right? Can you all see the demonstration? I'm trying to unzip it again. I'm not entering the right password. Instead, I'm entering the wrong password. It is accepting 3 times wrong password automatically and exiting from the attempts. So what we did is so far, and we have created a text file, and then we have protected with the password. The same, which could be which could be created through the GUI interface also. You can create a file. We can create a folder. So for example, whatever it is, SAMPATH, or maybe I don't want to get confused with that. Computer inside the folder. Now I can create document, could be an empty file. No? Sample.txt create, and you can just click on it and it will open here. This is also an alternate method create a file. I'm storing it. File. Okay, save. I'm closing it. I'm closing the folder. Now I just wanted to create an archive. If you click on the create archive, right here I'll get an option. Name of the file name is computer. Instead computer, again I'll try to use rename it. So maybe test2. So that will be the correct one. Again here you can select the option, other options. Here you can mention the password whatever you want. I'm entering the password, and you can click create. So that will be the file has been created. So here earlier it was the computer name folder. After zipping, I renamed it to test2.zip. Now I am deleting this source file. Now I have two files. Secure.zip is the zip file which I have created using a command, and the test.2zip is the file which I have created using a GUI. Can you all follow till this part? Sir, please
Yes,
go a bit slow, please. Okay, which part you can't understand? Mas, can you reply so that if you want I can repeat? No, the thing is that we are running out of time. So for that, to try to, okay, I'll try to cover it a little slow. And which part you are having a problem? Mas, Chawanwala. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Sunawala. Okay, I'll repeat the procedure of this. Is very simple how we are creating a file as well as folder in the Windows. It's very similar to that one, right? I'll repeat. Right click on the desktop of Kali Linux, and then create a folder or create a document. You can create vice versa, whatever it is. First create a document. You click on the creating document and you will get a new file, an empty file. Click on that. Here you enter any one name. Say for example, I am providing test3.txt text file. I want to create a text file. This is the place where you need to enter your text file, and click on the text file which you have created. Text3.txt is the file which I have created recently. Now I wanted to convert into the folder, or directly I could create an archive. Just click on the file, create archive, and so here I'll get a file name. So instead of txt3, I'll use a simple test3 and click on the other option. If you click on the other option, you will get a place to enter the password. Here I am going to enter the password through which I'll protect my file. So this will create a zip file. So that zip file has been protected with the password which I've entered here in the box. Unless until if the person is entering this password, the zip file cannot be opened. Are you clear till this part? If I click this, create, and the file will be created. Now again, this is the first secure.zip is the one which I created using the command prompt or using the commands. And the second test2.zip is the file which I have created a little earlier. Now this is the test3.zip is the repetition. Can you all follow till this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move further? So far we have created half of the part and we need to crack it. For that, I'll use the same the terminal. I'm going to the terminal. First of all, make sure that you are in the directory where you have the files. So for example, I wanted to check that suppose I wanted to I wanted to crack the password of the first file which I have created, secure.zip. See all the files which are there in the same directory desktop, right? First I wanted to create a secure.zip, then we'll go one by one. Before that, I'll just delete all the text files. rm is the remove command. sam.txt, this is the text file. Yes, I've deleted it. Now there is no sam.txt, as well as I am removing the test3.txt also. Now you can check. I have only the zip files in the desktop. Now what I'm going to do is that, right? Now I'm going to use the command which is a tool which is fcrackzip. This is the tool which I'm going to use for cracking the password. Suppose if you get an error that the command is not found, that means that you have not installed this software in your Kali Linux. Again, so that could be done using the command sudo. If you got error that the command is not found, in that cases you need to use sudo apt get install fcrackzip. If you want, you can make a note of this command. Otherwise, also I'll give the complete the notepad sheet which consists of all the documents or all the command which I've used, which you'll be getting through the Moodle account. I'll be updating soon. This is the command. Suppose if you got an error that your command is not found, you need to install the fcrackzip software, right? That could be done using the command sudo apt-get install fcrackzip. Okay, so I hope that you are following it. Yes, can anyone reply and can you able to follow so that I can proceed confidently?
Yes, sir.
Yes, shall I proceed? Okay, now what I want to
Yes.
do is that, say here, after, so this is the command fcrackzip. I'll repeat fcrackzip -h for help command. So that is going to give that the list of abbreviations. So here, sorry. Now here I got a list of the options, right? -B stands for brute force attack. I was explaining during the theoretical explanation. I was explaining about what is meant by the brute force attack. Suppose if the attacker doesn't have any idea about what could be the password, right? And what he will do, he will try to do the password cracking using the brute force method. When we talk about the brute force method, and he will start from the scratch and it will try all the combinations, right? It will include all the small letters and then capital letters and then special characters, everything. Again, minus D, which stands for dictionary mode, then minus B for benchmark, again minus C for the character set. So here, suppose if I have any clue that my password is only the small letters or capital letters, that I can mention the characters, so that will reduce the time of guessing the password. Again, the minus V, the minus small v for verbose, so that it is going to display the characters or the possible combination which it is the brute force is producing. Again, minus P is for init password string. That means that suppose if I know that my password which is start, say for example, if I know that the password of the other person is start with capital or small t, in that cases there is a waste of time to search till t. Directly I can initiate the password from the t, the combination will start processing it, right? Again, minus L, suppose if I know that the password is only from 6 to 8 characters, in that cases again searching less than 6 character, which is the waste of time. In that cases I can define my minimum as well as maximum length. Within the range my brute force will start finding the password, right? So very similar to that, there are a list of abbreviation. We'll try one by one. First we'll type the command fcrackzip. I'll dictate as well as type so that it will be easy for you to follow. Fcrackzip, and then minus B for brute force attack, minus V for displaying the characters, and then minus C for the character which I'm going to use, which is, so for example, if I use only the capital letters, if I know that my password which consists of only the smaller letters, and then minus C followed by the smaller letters, and then followed by the file name. This is what my file name which I wanted to crack the password. I'll repeat the command secure.zip, which is, fcrackzip, and followed by minus B. Minus B is for brute force attack, minus V for displaying the verbose, displaying the different combination of brute force attack which is trying, and then minus C for the character set. When you talk about minus C, I wanted to, I know that my password is which is smaller or the small letters, so that I can mention it. Suppose if I don't know, I can keep it blank. I can try with the other combination also, and followed by that the file name. Secure.zip is the file name which I wanted to crack the password. Let's see what happens after pressing enter. Now, what is happening in the screen? Can you all see the things which is happening? It has started with the A first letter, and then it is trying all the smaller letter combinations. Can you see the screen? The combination of all the password, right? The brute force is trying to fetch the password, all the characters which are in smaller case, because I mentioned only the smaller sense or smaller case sensitive, and it is trying all the possible combinations based on the clue or the command which I mentioned. As I mentioned, how many of you are interested to join again? It depends, completely depends on you. And if you are really interested, then I will proceed, else no, we'll keep it as a separate session. Apart from that, I need to consider your data consent also. If you are really interested to proceed, and then you can write it in the chat box, continue or yes, so that I assume that we'll start with that. I have no issues for both the options. Yes. I got only 4 responses for continue. And what should I assume? For others are not interested. So shall we continue in another session? Okay, so what I do is that I'll stop this. How can I stop this processing? Is that again by pressing Control Z. If I press Control Z, my combination is, my brute force attack, which I stopped, because I wanted to explain some more commands also. I'm going to add something here. Suppose my password which has in the capital letters, right? In that cases, what is the command I should give? I'll try to clear it. the same command, instead of a smaller a and you type capital A, and it will try only in the capital letters. Can you see the changes in the combinations of brute force? Now my brute force algorithm fcrackzen, which is trying only in the combinations of capital letters. Can you see the changes in the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very similar to that. Suppose if my password, which consists of only the numbers, in that cases, what is the command to use here is that instead of capital A, you can try with the 1. 1 is the number, I mean numerical 1, and that should be written minus C, I mean minus C for character set and 1. So this will try only in the number combination. Let me press enter. It is trying only in the numbers, right? Suppose if the password is consists of the all the things, which is smaller, capital, and then number and special characters, what I could do is that small a, capital A, and then 1, and then special characters, I mean the exclamatory symbol. So this command will try to search in all the combinations. Can you see the changes? Now this, the possibilities, which includes all the small, capital, and then numbers and then special characters. As I mentioned earlier, so the strength of the password, which is completely based on your combination of these all 4 categories: small letters, capital letters, as well as the numbers and then special characters. Can you see the changes of the brute force is trying? So it is started from A, small a, and then small c. Now it is small d, small a, small d, and then now you can find the changes, right? It is trying in the alphabetical order. So by the way, the brute force attack will try every possible combinations based on the input or based on our the command whatever we passes, right? I'll break here, right? Now suppose if I have the idea about that my password which is starting with or my password is only of 6 characters or 6 to 8 characters, so that can be again redefined minus L and followed by 6 to 8. Here I'll try to clear it, so that will be more clear for you. Here, suppose if my password is only in the range of 6 to 8 characters, 6 to 8 in length, right? Minus L is for length of the password. If I know that length of the password, right, I can redefine the command fcrackzip minus b minus c and small a, capital A, 1 exclamatory minus L 6 minus 8 and secure.zip. Out of this, secure.zip is the file name. Don't do any annotations. Okay, can you see the changes? Now it is trying. The minimum static character is 6. It's assumed that minimum character which started from the 6-digit letter, and it will try only for the maximum of 8-digit combinations of as per the command which I mentioned. And I'll break it. Now suppose if I wanted to, if you know that the password which is the initial password minus b and followed by, say for example, right? So this is again initialization of the password minus b and followed by whatever the value which you are giving in the smaller letter, I mean within the single quote. This will be the initial value. From that, your brute force attack will start processing it. Something happened. Why it is not accepted? Something is wrong. I have given some wrong command. Let me check it. Crack zip minus B. Something wrong. The other command is that suppose if you wanted to fetch the password and where you wanted to get the actual password, what you could do is that the same command which can be written if crack zip minus B minus U minus C A L minus L 428 secure dot zip. I am not displaying the verbose here. Directly I am entering this command. Let me check it. Now my command is working. Let's see how much time it takes to display the password. Yes. Can you all see the test? Can you all see the password? What is displaying in the screen? This is what the password which I used. Can you all see the output? How many of you are following it? Reply in the chat box. Yes. With the help of this command, now this is what, can you remember that this was the test password which I used to create the zip file in the during the file which I have created using the command, right? Now let me check it. ls, what was the file which is secure.zip, right? Now I'll try to unzip it, secure.zip. Now it's supposed to ask the password and I need to enter the right password, test, T-E-S-T. Right now I got the file because early in middle I deleted the complete the sam.txt file, right? And I had only the zip files. I did not have any text files in the directory. Now it has extracted. I got my text file. Now I am going to read it. Cat sam.txt. So this was the information which I wrote in the text file. This is a file for demonstration of password cracking. Have a great day. All the best. Is it clear for all of you?
Yes, sir.
In case if you have any query or command, any doubt, right, you can chat in the you can write it in the chat box or you can unmute.